Hi, my name is Justin Smith. I'm the Public Information Officer with the Idaho Transportation Department in District 5. ITD would like to thank everyone who participated in the open houses about a few projects along I-15 between Fort Hall and Blackfoot in April and May of 2025. In this video, we will discuss the most common comments we received from you and go over the next steps in the projects. Before we go over the results of the open houses, let's take a moment to revisit the proposed plans ITD is evaluating for each project area. At these open houses, we shared information about 3 I-15 projects. At the South Blackfoot Interchange, at Exit 89, we shared options to replace the interchange with a new design. ITD also shared options to widen I-15 to 3 lanes in each direction between exits 89 and 93. And finally, we shared plans to replace the US 26 Blackfoot interchange at exit 93. The goal of these projects is to improve safety, capacity, and mobility on the interstate. Now that we've reviewed the projects, let's dive into what we heard from the community at these open houses. Hundreds of community members participated in person and online, and ITD received many comments. Key themes included: most attendees expressed support for the projects, stating they believe the plans will improve safety along I-15. Many attendees preferred the recommended design option for the South Blackfoot interchange, which features an overpass that intersects with US Highway 91 on the east side of I-15. A few attendees also shared suggestions for improving the design options. In addition to comments, we received some questions during the open house. I'd like to take a moment to review the most frequently asked questions we received. One question we heard from the meeting attendees was, does ITD consider the high amounts of truck traffic on I-15 when designing improvements? Yes. When evaluating improvements to any structure, including interstates and interchanges, one of the criteria we consider is if the design will accommodate the size, types, and number of vehicles that use the structure regularly. In addition to gathering data, the project team has met with several agricultural and commercial trucking companies to confirm that the interchange designs will accommodate their trucks. Another question I would like to address is, how far north will I-15 be widened to 3 lanes in each direction? Long-term, ITD plans to widen the interstate from Pocatello to Idaho Falls. However, the number of lanes will be determined during the project development process. This will require several projects and years to complete. ITD is currently widening the interstate to 3 lanes between the North Gate and Fort Hall interchanges. At these open houses, we shared design options to widen I-15 between the 2 interchanges in Blackfoot. To view a fact page covering the rest of the questions we received at the open house, please visit the I-15 corridor website. Now that we've reviewed the projects and what we heard during the open houses, you may be wondering, what's next in the process? We are currently reviewing comments and evaluating our designs for the South Blackfoot interchange and the Exit 89 to Exit 93 widening projects. In the next steps, we'll update and refine the design plans before presenting them to the community again. With US 26 Blackfoot interchange design selected, the project team will begin finalizing the plans in preparation for construction. The project is scheduled to begin construction in 2026. Thank you for contributing to the development of these projects. Your involvement in the design process is essential in helping ITD continue to make improvements that serve the needs of our community. For further information about these projects and other improvements to I-15, please use the contact information appearing on your screen.